Christmas cactus is a popular winter flowering houseplant that makes a great addition to any indoor setting. Even though it is easy to care for, it does have some special needs. But with our tips and gardening know-how, you'll be on your way to growing a healthy and happy holiday plant. Did you know that the Christmas cactus, Thanksgiving cactus, and Easter cactus all look deceptively similar, but they are actually different plants? They are named after the time of year they normally bloom. For example, the Easter cactus blooms in the spring, while the others typically bloom during the later part of the year. The Christmas cactus has rounded, scalloped leaves, unlike the Thanksgiving cactus, which has pointy leaf tips. The Easter cactus also has more of a rounded, scalloped edge, plus small bristles. In most growing zones, they are not considered hardy and will need to be kept as a houseplant year-round or brought indoors during the colder winter months. To see this illustration and learn exactly which holiday cactus you have, click the link in the video description below. Now let's dive into the specific needs of this plant group. The best spot for this type of plant has bright, indirect light. The Christmas cactus will adapt to low light, but the plant will produce more blooms if exposed to brighter light. However, too much direct sunlight can burn its leaves. They prefer temperatures that most humans prefer, around 60 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, making them an ideal houseplant. Keeping them away from drafty doors, blowing heaters, and fireplaces will also help maintain their preferred climate. How often you water this plant depends on where you have it, the time of the year, and the size of the pot. Typically, they need water every 1 to 3 weeks, but check the plant once per week. Allow the soil to dry between waterings, but never dry out completely. If any extra water sits in its saucer, be sure to pour it out, as this plant does not like wet feet. These plants also like it humid. If you live in an area with rich, humid air, there may be enough humidity to make the plant happy. But for the rest of us, we will need to create false humidity. A simple solution to low humidity is to place a tray of pebbles filled with water underneath the plant and its pot. The water will evaporate, moisten the air, and create humidity for the plant. Now let's move on to the best part, the flowers. Many plant parents have good luck with these plants, as they will bloom once or even twice per year with little to no effort on their part. However, to ensure blooming at the right time, there are a few extra steps you can take. Once the plant has ceased all flowering, or about 6 to 8 weeks before you want the plant to rebloom, you should allow the plant to begin its dormancy cycle. First, cut back on watering and reduce both light and temperature. The plant should receive 12 to 14 hours of darkness per day with an average temperature of only 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit. The remaining 10 to 12 hours of the day, the plant can stay in a well-lit area with temps averaging 60 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Once the flower buds appear, slowly acclimate it back to its original location and resume normal care. This type of plant is happiest when its roots are slightly crowded, so repotting should be infrequent. If, after a few years, your plant needs a new container, be sure to use a porous, lightweight, well-drained cactus potting mix in a pot with a drainage hole. The plants can be repotted after they are done blooming and the flowers have faded, usually late winter or early spring. Do not repot a Christmas cactus during an active blooming cycle. The Christmas cactus does not need or want frequent fertilization, but a dose once a month during the non-blooming season can be helpful. You can start fertilizing once you see new growth appear in the spring. Do not fertilize before or during the bloom cycle. A mild solution of a general houseplant fertilizer or specific formula for cactus and succulents is recommended. You can prune this plant back annually if needed. If the plant has a nice shape, then let it be. But if the plant is unruly or lanky, you can cut between 2 leaf segments or cut the entire plant back by 1/3. So what can you do with those cuttings? Well, this is where Christmas cactus gets fun. You can easily propagate them by taking a short, Y-shaped segment, letting it sit out for a few days to heal, then burying it in 1/4 its length into cactus mix. Keep the cuttings slightly moist, and in just 2 weeks, you will have new roots. Since this type of cactus isn't prone to disease or insects, water stress is its main enemy. Overwatering can cause root and stem rot. If you notice the foliage shrivel up, or if the plant goes limp, you may have given it a bit too much love. You can avoid all of this by allowing the plant to dry out slightly between waterings. Outside of root rot, bud drop is the most common problem. These sensitive plants prefer a controlled environment, and when one factor changes, such as temperature, humidity, or light, the plant will stop all production of those glorious flowers. To prevent bud drop, be sure to keep the plant climate controlled. And if you notice your cactus taking on a reddish hue, it may be getting too much direct sunlight or not enough water. Once you know how to care for Christmas cactus, it's an easy plant to manage, and when given proper care and placed in a suitable location, the Christmas cactus may even surprise you with additional blooms throughout the year. If you're looking for more information on Christmas cacti or other holiday plants, please check the description for links. And if you're looking for even more gardening advice delivered right to your inbox, please sign up for a weekly email newsletter. Thanks for watching and happy gardening!